Hey guys, this is Canfree15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Black Clover manga chapter review for you guys. And we're continuing this story, the fight against our heroes versus Lucifero. This chapter is titled 323, titled Partner. So let's get to it. Anyways, obviously, last chapter we had Yami surprisingly show up, and shockingly show up. And we get some background information of how he was able to show up. Now, Vanessa and Gray are within the area of Yami and everything. And essentially, Vanessa's like, we have to do something, otherwise, Yami's going to die. Now, Gray, from what we know, is she's also a healer. So she's like, I'm going to heal him and everything. But that's when Gray realizes that apparently Yami's body has changed and it essentially is giving off the feeling like he's being possessed by a devil, like Asta is. So we get confirmation that maybe freaking Yami is also possessed by a devil, which means, does that mean he potentially can now use the powers of a devil, which is shockingly insane and pure insanity right there. Now, we don't know if this truly has been a whole thing, a part of him, but I guarantee you it probably has something to do with the tree of Quiloff. It somehow molded his body in a way to have some sort of, I guess, demon magic, or have a demon within him, or a demon possessed his body or something like that. Now we see Vengeance appear later in the chapter. We don't know if the same applies for Vengeance as well, but it's very interesting, the fact that Yami apparently is possessed by a devil. We don't know what devil it is, but maybe it activates in the battle against Lucifero and everything. Also, too, Gray goes on to mention that his body essentially is messed up, but he has still tons of magic power just going off. Now, what happens is Yami uses dark magic Black Moon, and he gets back up and everything. He thanks Gray and Vanessa for keeping him alive and everything. And lo and behold, we see Lit, our Potry, with Vengeance in tow, have Vengeance, carrying Vengeance and what is it, Longriz. And essentially, Patre is like, I'd like to repay, the debt I owe you. But my grimoire is gone, so I cannot do that. And that's when Vengeance speaks up and he says, here, Yami, take this, and everything. Because we thought with your magic, you'd be able to help out and take down, obviously, Lucifero. And essentially, we find out how he got this new sword. And essentially, Vengeance made it with his World Tree creation magic. He calls it the Mystilean Blade. Now, Vengeance goes on to say that he poured all his magic into it so he can have Yami fight with it and stuff like that. No, yeah. A cool thing I did like is the fact that Yami, he still has hard feelings towards Vengeance when it came to the elf reincarnation arc, of the fact that he did that. Because he even says in the chapter, he's like, dude, I'm not over what you did back, with the elves and stuff like that. But listen, I'll take this sword and I'll call this even and stuff like that. So, yeah. And that's what we pick up to, and then I forgot to mention, I did like the fact that he's like, after this fight is over, let's go back home and have a drink and stuff like that. So, clearly it shows that Yami's starting to build the trust with Vengeance again, because Vengeance obviously fractured that. Honestly, I don't blame any of the Magic Knight squad captains or any of the other Magic Knights that except I guess members of the Golden Dawn, that have distrust in Vengeance after what he did in the last arc with the last main big arc, in terms of the elves and stuff like that. But anyways, what happens is, there's shocks Lucifer, and he's like, you're the dark magic user, and stuff like that. But Lucifero kind of punches him away, Yami away, and he's like, I'll deal with you later. He's going for Asta now, but all of a sudden we see Zora, Rouge, and Nero all jump in to protect Asta. and we see Zora take the punch from Lucifero, and he actually had a secret counter trap magic spell called Mana Method Sealing Magic. And essentially, Zora's like, let me show you my stuff as a senior member Devil King. And apparently, we have to find out, we find out that he has to essentially hold out this attack from Lucifero for 30 seconds. And Nero's also there to somewhat help seal as well and everything. Now, Yami and Nacht have a discussion and stuff like that. And Nacht is like, Yami, you need to get out of here and stuff like that. And Yami's like, what the hell? I just saved your life, dude. What are you talking about? You know? And Nacht is like, listen, dude, I don't care if you saved my life. I just want to die. I don't care if I die. And essentially goes on to make the mention of saying, just seeing you, Yami, reminds me of who I used to be. The version of the self I did not like. And essentially he's saying, listen, I don't need you to save me. I took Morrigan away from you, and this is my way of essentially atoning for everything I've done. Excuse me. This is my way of atoning for everything that I've done and stuff like that. And I don't want you people to save me, a guy like me, after all the history I've had and stuff like that. So yeah. Now, Yami goes on to make the mention, the fact of saying, dude, you sound stupid. And he goes on to say, you're going to keep living and help enough people for Morgan too. Anyways, it's not like people even need a reason to save their friends. And I definitely did like this scene. This chapter was definitely the bond between, Yami and Nacht. The fact that it doesn't matter. Yami sees Nacht as a friend. And it doesn't matter. He's not going to let not one of his squad mates die. He's not going to let one of his friends end up dying too, which I think is pretty cool. That opens up his eyes and stuff like that. And obviously, you know, you have Nacht in a beautiful panel essentially crying, saying, you're too old to be talking like a kid, Yami. And essentially Yami replies the same as saying, deep down, men stay kids forever, you moron. And stuff like that. They have a nice little back and forth with each other and stuff like that. And essentially the chapter ends off with them going to try to do something, work together to take down obviously Lucifero, which pretty dope. Again, this chapter was truly connected with the fact that the relationship, the bond that Yami and Nacht has and everything. I think it's still pretty cool and everything with the backstory we got of that. And it goes to show you that Yami looks after all his squad mates and everything, and even the people that he means dear to him. So like, because that's his family, those are his friends and stuff like that. So I definitely did like that, as well as I definitely did like the interesting standpoint that apparently Yami is apparently a pet possessed by a devil. Now it's gonna be very interesting if we're gonna maybe see some sort of weird devil form Yami in this fight. I would not be shocked if we see this, but we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen. That's probably the biggest thing coming out of this chapter. That's the main talking point, and stuff like that. But other than that, that's kind of it. But anyways, I know this is kind of a short chapter review, but that's kind of it, glossing over a bunch of stuff and then, you know, and things like that. But it is what it is. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or now we're showing this video. If you guys leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's chapter and stuff like that, as well as hit the subscribe button if you want to get more Black Clover content, as well as any other anime content I upload to the channel, as well as yeah, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Again, like I said, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it, and hopefully you guys have a safe Super Bowl day if you're gonna plan on watching the game, or just in general, just have a safe rest of your day or night and stuff like that. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, see you guys later. Peace.